Hello all, and welcome to this Sunday afternoon beer review, which I am going to dub the another lazy Sunday beer review. Because, my God, I am so lazy. But it's a 3-day weekend, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more productive tomorrow. One hopes. Anyways, what are we reviewing today? We will be reviewing Lagunitas Hazy Wonder. So my dad gave me 2 cans because he had 2 cans left over of a 12er that he had. Let's go and read the label, shall we? And it's going to be a little bit difficult because it's sort of silver on yellow. It always starts nebulous, a reflection of a refraction in the back of your frontal cortex. Then, before you know it, you just know it. When a brilliant idea strikes, why do they say a light bulb goes off and not on? The difference between a spark of genius and a flash in the pan really just comes down to think or whim. Yet this says think or whim. But how can something so hazy be so bright? Life is uncertain. Don't sip. Hazy Wonder embodies our endless fascination with hop-forward brewing expressed in in a bright and unfiltered light. With Sabro, Citra, Cashmere, and Comet hops. So this is a hazy slash New England style IPA. If anyone wants to go and tell me what the difference in between a hazy and a New England style IPA is, you're certainly welcome to. Do so down in the comments. 6.0 ABV. Let's get to this, shall we? A very cloudy golden yellow. Nicely carbonated, with a fizzy to frothy white head. That is redolent of tropical fruit, grapefruit. Dankness, sort of cattiness, as it were, and a certain funkiness. And for the first can I had, one thing that struck me is that the nose kind of smelled like this nasal snuff that I have here called Spanish Gem, which is a sort of blended of floral and flavors there. So yeah, it really reminded me of that snuff by Toke. So if you want to go and try that Toke with this beer, go right ahead. If you know how to get nasal snuff, that is. Secret, you order it online from England. Or, in my case, actually the Isle of Man. So, with the bouquet done, let's go right and see what it says on the palette, huh? Palette, huh? Despite the fact there really isn't an ozone note in the nose, there actually is one on the palate, which is a first for me. A little bit strange. A bit drier than some of the other hazy IPAs I've had. Still has a subtle sweetness to it, though. Hop forward. Hoppiness is there in the front. And it doesn't really change levels all that much from start to finish. Sort of there in the finish. Fairly mellow. Not too bitter at all. Some minor fruity notes in the mids. Almost like orange juice. Almost, just a little bit. Definitely citrus. Almost like orange juice, but not quite. In the front and into the mids. I wonder when this one was canned. Can't really make heads or tails of it. The effervescent note seems slightly muted, so I think it's a few months old. Kind of a shame, because it seems like it was pretty bright and interesting when it was freshly brewed. Still there, though. Yeah. Lots of subtle notes are very hard to suss out. Fairly interesting, but not mind-blowing by any means. I would have preferred to have this a bit fresher. That's a really interesting palate notes there. Very ephemeral and quick, though. Kind of difficult to, you know, get your tongue around, I suppose. So, Lagunitas Hazy Wonder. Um, a bit more interesting than some of the hazy slash New England style IPAs I've had. By the same token, it seems this particular can seems a little bit past due. It's not as bright or sharp as it was before. Well, actually, hazy IPAs are never really sharp, but I mean, it's not as it was before, flavor wise. I'm losing my adjectives. Too much alcohol. Maybe I'm blowing holes in my brain and I'm losing all the vocabulary in there. No great loss. I'm a failed writer anyway. Would I seek this out again? Honestly, probably not, mostly because I'm tired of IPAs, which is why I'm probably going to be reviewing other things from now on unless I receive IPAs. Or, something's really out there, like the previous IPA I reviewed. Um, if this is your, if this is your jam, definitely give it a shot, because it's a little bit different from the rest of them. Not overly so. Um, Still pretty juicy. So yeah, that's your beer review for this afternoon, folks. Cheers.